Practical Aspects of Performance Analysis in Sport by Craig Butler. Aims and Objectives. The aim of this presentation is to give a brief overview of performance and notation analysis using badminton as the key. I will identify and analyse video footage and key areas of the game to specifically provide recommendations on coaching sessions using the data collected. The software used to collect this data was GameBreaker, and using various coding buttons it will gather specific data that I can carefully analyse and use to carry out for future coaching sessions to improve gameplay where necessary. I will gather this data using Microsoft Excel and providing charts and graphs to collate this data. Introduction to Notational and Performance Analysis. Notational and performance analysis is a key coaching platform to use when analysing your team or individual players. You can gather key information using specific software packages to increase your team and player performance. It is good for coaches and athletes at any level to know and understand what has made them successful or unsuccessful, and with this they will be able to maintain and improve their performance. You can use the data to analyse where necessary if you need to improve specific areas of your game. We can record and analyse data, and O'Donoghue suggests it will provide you with ways of improving decision making and performance. A good source of this would be analysing video footage from your team and gathering results and feedback to implement into your coaching sessions. Key performance indicators. Key performance indicators are a selection of actions that occur in a game by individuals and as a team. All areas of sports performance must be valid. Therefore, O'Donoghue emphasises that it is relevant and important to the game. I'll be looking at 4 KPIs, and John Lyle suggests that performance is broken down into components, being technical, tactical, psychological, and physical. Technical being for an athlete to perform a specific skill, like an overhead smash and aiming away from your opponent. Tactical being a method I use myself to compare game 1 and game 2 and come up with a strategic way of serving which benefits myself. Psychological, almost trying to play mind games. And physical aspects of performing the smash close to the body, giving my opponent hardly any chance to adjust their body or racket to return my shot. KPIs chosen. KPIs chosen for this analysis was the type of serve and overhead smash. Type of serve and overhead smash are both very effective method of gaining points if performed correctly. The type of serve I chose in game 1 was underarm, which easily set my opponent up for my opponent to return the shot with a convincing smash, giving them more points and allowing them to win the game. The overhead smash performed in game 1 by myself was not delivered with power or accuracy, therefore not giving me many points. When looking at the results further into the presentation, you'll see that careful analysis is vital. Introduction to GameBreaker. To analyse my game in detail, I use a software called GameBreaker, and using code buttons and a timeline, I was able to record into the video footage shown. Each time a KPI was performed in this game, once pressed a code button into the coding screen, it would highlight onto the timeline, giving you pinpointed time frames of that specific KPI. Video footage. Whilst gathering my evidence, I transferred 4 videos to this presentation as I was able to code and collate information using the GameBreaker software. In game 1, I chose a more basic approach to serving by performing the underarm serve. The serve does not have any real conviction apart from setting up my opponent for a smash and giving them more points. Whereas in game 2, I served from the side, therefore trying to drop the shuttle over the net and making my opponent work harder to return my serve. This gave me the opportunity in game 2 to deliver a more convincing smash. When performing the smash in the first game, there was no real conviction. The technique allowed my opponent to return the shot, but again with careful analysis from the game of my smash, I was able to return a more powerful smash shot and gain more points. The results. Once all my data was recorded using the Game Breaker package, I was able to transfer my result into graphs so that I could have a clear visual of how my game was played. As you can see from the results, I took a total of 16 shots, 10 of them being a serve and 6 being an overhead smash. 2 of my serves in game 1 was successful and 8 was unsuccessful. But when analysing game 2, I performed a total of 25 shots, which was analysed, of which 14 was a serve and 11 was a smash. 6 of my serves in game 2 was a success and 8 were unsuccessful, and then 8 successful smash shots to only 3 unsuccessful shots. This shows that with careful analysis of the footage, I can strategically plan for future games. When looking at a reliability method, I chose the intra-observer, being a method that only one person records and measures data. The downside of using this kind of method is that footage can review, human error can take place, so the intra method would be a beneficial way of collecting data, as there is 2 people analysing and collecting data of the same footage. Therefore, results can be compared. My coaching recommendations. From looking at my performance over the 2 games, there is a clear room for improvement. Fitness and coordination is important when playing badminton, and it is a very versatile game. To improve my game, I would have to improve my serving so that I could avoid setting my opponent up for a smash. Practicing the smash shot would be a huge benefit to my game, as you can gain more points by being more of an attacking player. Analysing my own data will always give me the upper hand on my opponent, because looking at results, there is a definite pattern of improvement. With all this in mind, as a coach, I will carefully monitor the process of my coaching in stages to guarantee my players a firm structure, and John Lyle suggests that the coaching process is set up in 3 ways, and they are planning, delivery, management, and with these in place, I can help my players become the best they can be. So going over my recommendations, I would go over further coaching sessions by performing a backhand serve to deliver the smash to the corner of the court furthest away from my opponent, which would give me hopefully the benefit of scoring highly in games. Here is a list of my references used for this presentation.